Hi, hello students. Welcome to Indian Tech Guru for you. In this video, let us discuss about pumping lemma for context-free languages. So, in the concept of regular languages, we discussed about the pumping lemma for regular languages, where we proved that the given language is not regular using the pumping lemma. Similarly, here we are going to prove that the given language is not context-free language using pumping lemma. So, first of all, let us define the pumping lemma for context-free languages. If A is a context-free language and A has a pumping length P such that any string S where size of S is greater than or equal to P may be divided into 5 parts. So, in case of regular languages, we have divided into 3 parts. Now, we have to divide into 5 parts such as S is equal to U, V, W, X, Y, for which the following conditions must be true. So, what are the conditions? There are basically 3 conditions. The first condition is if we consider U, V power I, W, X power I, Y is in A for every I greater than or equal to 0. That is, if we raise V as well as X to the power of I where I greater than or equal to 0, then it must also be in the language. The second condition is size of Vx, size of V as well as X must be greater than 0. What does it mean? Both V as well as X must not be null. Either V or X may be null, but both of them must not be null because the size of the concatenation of V and X must be greater than 0. They must have at least the size 1. Condition number 3, size of VWX, size of VWX must be less than or equal to P. What is P? Pumping length. So, the concatenation of size of VWX must be less than or equal to the pumping length. So, this statement is very important. We need to consider the string such that the size of VWX must be less than or equal to the pumping length. Now, what is the purpose of this pumping lemma? To prove that the given language is not context-free language. So, for that purpose, what is the procedure? We will see now. So, pumping lemma is used to prove that a language is not context-free. So, what is the procedure for proving that the given language is not context-free? Is proof by contradiction. So, what is meant by proof by contradiction? First, we assume that the given language is context-free, and finally, we contradict any one of these conditions. What are the conditions? We have seen 3 conditions, and then we prove that because one of the condition is contradicted, so A is not context-free. So, let us see the steps required. Step number 1, assume that A is context-free language. Step number 2, assume A has a pumping length P. Step number 3, consider a string S in A such that size of S must be greater than or equal to P. So, if you consider any string, then the size of that particular string must be greater than or equal to the pumping length. Step number 4, divide S into 5 parts. What are they? U, V, W, X, Y. And step number 5 is the contradictory statement. Show that U, V power I, W, X power I, Y does not belongs to A for some I. So, for some I value, let it be I is equal to 2 or 3 or 4, any I value, we need to prove that the string generated U, V power I, W, X power I, Y does not belongs to A. Actually, it must be belonging to A. So, here there is contradiction, hence the given language is not context-free. Like this, we are going to prove using the proof by contradiction. So, even if you have some not understanding these steps, no need to worry. Now, we will consider one example and see how we are going to prove whether the given language is context-free or not. See the example, show that L is equal to a power n, b power n, c power n greater than or equal to 0 is not context free. So for this purpose, we need to follow the steps, whatever the steps we have seen. So what is the step number 1? Step number 1, we assume that the given language L is context free. Step number 2, we assume a pumping length P. So let me assume the pumping length P is equal to 5. Then now consider a string S. Based on the pumping length. What is the pumping length? 5. So what will be the string generated? A power 5, B power 5 and C power 5. So this is the string generated. If you write this string elaborately, then A, B, C, C. And the size of the string, if you consider the size of the string, so what is the size of the string? Size of the string is 15. So it must be less than P. What is the P value? 5. 15 is less than 5. So the condition is true. So we can consider the pumping length as 5. Now what is step number 4? We need to divide the given string into 5 parts. What are they? U, V, W, X, Y. Now, so whenever we need to divide this particular string, we can divide in several different fashions, several different ways. However, there are two conditions to be remembered. What are the two conditions? Size of Vx must be greater than 0 and size of Vwx must be less than or equal to P. So these two conditions must be remembered. So while dividing the string into 5 parts U, V, W, X, Y. Now let me take the string A, B, C. So as we need to remember size of Vx greater than 0, it is very simple. Either V or X is having one particular type of symbol, then we can say that size of Vx is greater than 0 and size of Vwx must be less than or equal to P. So the size of P is 5, the pumping length is 5. So the size of Vwx concatenation must be less than or equal to 5. We need to remember that thing. Okay. Now let me divide the string into U, V, W, X, Y. So assume the first 3 A's as U, next 2 A's as V, next 1B as W, next 2 B's as X, remaining all letters as Y, remaining all symbols as Y. Now if you see the size of Vwx, so V is having 2 symbols, W is having 1 symbol, X is having 2 symbols. So the total size is 5. 5 is less than or equal to 5. So the condition is true. And now, so what we need to do? We need to find out, in step number 5, we need to find out U, V power I, W, X power I, Y. So already if you substitute I must be greater than or equal to 1 or greater than 0. So for the value I is equal to 1, already the string is available that is belonging to the given language. Now substitute I is equal to 2, then U, V square, W, X square, Y. Then what is U? A. What is V? A. V square means A. Next W, 1B, X square. BB because 2 B's are X. So X square means 4 B's. Next Y, BB CC. So now the total number of A's are 7, the total number of B's are 7. However, the total number of C's are only 5. So which is a contradiction because the given language is A power n, B power n, C power n. So it does not belongs to the given language. So because number of A's, whenever number of A's are 7, number of B's are 7, then the number of C's must also be 7. But that is not the case. So that is why we can say that it is a contradiction for the given statement. So hence we prove that the given language is not context free. Now let us see another way of dividing this A, B, C values. Let me see another way of dividing the number of A's, number of B's as well as number of C's. So total 5 A's are there, 5 B's are there and 5 C's are there. Now let me take U as 4 A's, U, and AB as V, and W as 2 B's, X as 1 B, and all the remaining as Y. Now this is, if you consider now the value of U, V power I, W, X power I, Y, where I is equal to 2, then so here also you can check that the size of V, W, X 2 plus 1, 5 is less than or equal to 5. So now U means A, V means AB, V square means AB. Next W, BB, X square means X is single B, so 2 B's will come here, and Y means B, C. Here also you will find that there are total 5 A's, but after B again once again A is coming, which is completely contradiction to the given language. So once number of A's are completed, then only number of B's must be there, whereas once again A is coming, so it does not belongs to the given language. So we can say that it is not context free language. So like this we can prove that whether the given language is context free is not a context free language using the pumping lemma. Hope you understand the concept, and you need to make sure that the size of VWX must be less than or equal to the pumping length. This is the crucial step you need to find. So otherwise it is a very easy concept. So hope you understand the concept. If you understand the concept, share this video to your friends as well as colleagues, and like the video and subscribe to our channel. That's it. That's all for now.